Hello, Dugs and Dugettes. Welcome back to WWE 2K16 Universe Mode, Episode 20. It is finally here. It is WWE Lunatic in your house, Dean Ambrose's very own pay-per-view. And obviously tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we were unsure of Dolph Ziggler's health, but the Authority have cleared it up. Dolph Ziggler is unable to compete. Ambrose seems to have broken Dolph Ziggler's nose, and all these rabid fans here tonight in Chicago, they love that. They just love this guy so much. This is Ambrose's own pay-per-view. You can just tell the chaotic setting. We don't know who Ambrose's opponent is going to be, though. The Authority have said they have handpicked an opponent to take on Dean Ambrose here tonight. And we're going to find out who in just a few seconds. Oh my goodness. It is the Eater of Worlds. The United States He already had a match tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt had a non-title match earlier on tonight against John Cena. As you can tell, Bray Wyatt is the United States Heavyweight Champion of the world. He had a match earlier on tonight. I'm just shocked that the Authority would put Bray Wyatt in another match here tonight. Obviously a grueling battle with John Cena earlier on tonight, a non-title matchup. Obviously Bray Wyatt will defend his United States Championship at WWE Battleground in a few short weeks. Also, Dean Ambrose will take on Dolph Ziggler at Battleground. The winner, we have just received word, the winner at the start of the show, we received word, will receive an Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam. What a night of action this is going to be. This could be this is going to be a show steal, I can tell you that right now. No disqualification match between these two, and look at Ambrose. Ambrose is going to prove he's the crazier out of the two, and before the bell even rings, Ambrose is just going to go straight after Bray Wyatt. Bray dropping his United States Championship there. Ambrose is going to waste little time now. He's going to inflict the same amount of damage that he has inflicted on Dolph these past 2 weeks. And you can't blame Ambrose for wanting to do so. Nice back suplex, or belly to back suplex by the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. Throwing Bray Wyatt in the corner, topside the corner clothesline. And DDT by Ambrose, drilling Bray Wyatt's head into the canvas. Irish whips Bray Wyatt into the corner. Bray comes out, drop kick to the knee. A rabid crowd here tonight in Chicago. They have been waiting for this pay-per-view now in anticipation, and the poster boy for this pay-per-view, Dean Ambrose, is out here. And obviously some of the fans were expecting Dolph Ziggler to take on Dean Ambrose, but that did not come to fruition due to the fact that Dean Ambrose has indeed, we have confirmation at the start of the show, has broken Dolph Ziggler's nose. Obviously Dolph Ziggler will be out of action now. He did not compete on main event or SmackDown, so that could cause some serious issue for the Show's chances. Will he even be able to come back for Battleground of Dean Ambrose? It's already a Battleground here tonight. Dean Ambrose is taking Bray Wyatt to school. And a sledgehammer shot directly to Bray Wyatt's back and almost his skull, and out to the shoulder. And you know Dean Ambrose is going to waste he's not going to waste any motion in this matchup. Every move will count, hitting Bray Wyatt, and now Wyatt gets a steel step to the skull. And Ambrose getting fired up. Ambrose logo is pretty much plastered around this arena here tonight in Chicago. And Ambrose now going. He's got the table out now. He's getting out more toys. And as this match progresses, it wouldn't surprise me if Ambrose were to bring this place down. And to give Bray Wyatt a bit of credit, he's just as crazy. I think these two are going to tear this arena apart. Ambrose at an elbow drop through the table. The table almost it's almost imploded there. Now Ambrose Irish whip, and Wyatt back in the ring, drops a very stiff elbow. Wyatt starting to fight back, but very slowly. But Ambrose is obviously, he's got his game face on here tonight. He knows what needs to be done. And now Ambrose is going to place Wyatt on the ropes. Tries to go for the Irish whip. Wyatt counters with a nice forearm. And Ambrose with a tiger feint lariat there. Taking down Bray Wyatt. And now he's going to be looking to, maybe hit with the proverbial haymaker there, which in Ambrose's case is dirty deeds. And Bray Wyatt has seriously been struggling to get any offense in this matchup. Obviously, Wyatt wasn't a match earlier on tonight against John Cena, and that is why I'm so surprised the Authority would risk having the current United States champ compete in 2 matches due to the fact he could sustain serious injury, especially now that we found out earlier on tonight this is a no-holds-barred contest. And Ambrose, look at that face. That is the face of a man who believes that, oh my goodness, that he is the best this industry has to offer. And Ambrose with a suicide dive through the ropes. And Bray Wyatt left laying on his back. And now Ambrose going for the steel chair. Looking to inflict some more punishment on the Eater of Worlds. Oh, nice chair shot there. And again Ambrose laying on those chair shots. And they're gonna, stomp Bray Wyatt in the stomach there. Now gets the chair up and smashes. No, Bray Wyatt moves, but Ambrose straight back on the attack, which is something Bray Wyatt's been unable to do all matchup. And there we go, turning Wyatt over. Going for that cross-legged arm trap STF. Looking to make Wyatt tap out. Won't count. Pinfalls and submissions have to take place inside of the ring. And Ambrose is really cranking up the pressure now. And Wyatt is tapping out, but it does not count, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a falls count anywhere contest. This is a straightforward 1 fall to a finish contest with no disqualification rules. But by that, ladies and gentlemen, I mean it is still traditional rules in a sense that you have to get the pinfall or submission inside the ring. And Wyatt there with a fireman's carry, and Ambrose's leg coming into contact with those steel steps. And Ambrose going to waste very little time here, getting straight back on offense. Ambrose doesn't like to play defense. Ambrose is a guy who pretty much excels when it comes to offense, especially unpredictable offense, and getting Wyatt on top of the table. And hooks him. Dirty deeds through the announce table goes Wyatt. And the fans are ecstatic. They're electric here tonight in Chicago, Illinois. And now Ambrose just looking down at the broken body of Wyatt. And goes for the chair shot. Oh! Didn't connect the first time, but connects the second time. And just look at the blood. The blood on that steel chair. Ambrose now going for another chair. He's smashing Bray Wyatt like a piñata right now. And there's not going to be any candy coming out of Bray Wyatt right now. There is only blood and lots of it. And again with a shot with a chair. My goodness, this is the United States champion. The man who was in a matchup earlier on tonight against #1 contender John Cena. And my goodness, I believe the Authority may have made a mistake if they were looking to punish Ambrose for injuring Dolph. It looks like Ambrose may injure Bray Wyatt here tonight, which is not good, or as the Authority say, I don't think that is going to be best for business, to use the old cliche. And Ambrose now just looking down. He is impressed with his own work. Ambrose is almost using Bray Wyatt as a canvas for his quote-unquote art piece. Ambrose likes to use the canvas as his art piece, but obviously he's outside the ring. Ambrose using Wyatt's face as his canvas because of all the blood dripping down from it. And now Wyatt with a suplex. And this is Wyatt's first flurry of offense in quite some time. Now going for that punch, but Ambrose follows up with a haymaker of his own. And now the Lunatic on the outside with a snap suplex. And now looking under the ring for weapons, anything that could aid him at this point. And he's got that kendo stick or Singapore cane. Whatever your preference may be, it doesn't really matter. It's whatever name you call it, it's still effective. And now Ambrose just caning. Pun intentional there, right there. The pun was absolutely intentional. Ambrose with a Russian leg sweep. The side Russian leg sweep by Ambrose. Now he's going under the ring, going to look for some more toys. I don't know how much more Ambrose can do to Bray Wyatt. And now he's tossing in the ladder. And Ambrose, I don't think he realizes it, but Wyatt does in fact have the kendo stick. And uh-oh, Ambrose kick to the gut. And a neck breaker on the table by Wyatt. This could be the opening Wyatt needs for the win. No, Ambrose gets straight out of it. And obviously Bray Wyatt now thinking, what have I got to do to put this guy away? And I think Wyatt realizes that table will do the trick. But can he put Ambrose through it? That is the question. And a back body drop. And Ambrose, my goodness, Ambrose tailbone smashing against that kendo stick. Oh, and Wyatt now. Wyatt's feeling it. Nice senton there by Wyatt. Running senton, the cover for the victory. One. And a kick out by Dean Ambrose. And Wyatt now, I think he's starting to get a little frustrated. Oh, and he has all the right to be. And Ambrose there with a very stiff clothesline. Ambrose moving the table out the way. Gonna set up the ladder. Now going back for that table. Oh, and Bray Wyatt desperately doesn't want to go for that table. Sets up the table, Ambrose. Make sure that table doesn't get set up unless he sets it up himself. And now Ambrose choking out Wyatt in the corner. And now these two men completely and utterly tearing each other apart. As I said, no wasted motion by either guy. And Ambrose is just enjoying himself, and I think he's enjoying himself a little too much. But then again, I wouldn't say that to Ambrose's face. Because that might be me on the receiving end of those kendo stick shots. Now Dean gets Bray Wyatt up. Cracking him across the skull. Again with the kendo stick. Now Ambrose waiting for Wyatt to get up. Wyatt slowly but surely is getting to his feet. And now places Wyatt on the table. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Wyatt is prone on that table. Oh, but no! Wyatt has moved out of the way. Wyatt has moved out of the way. I cannot believe this. Wyatt may be looking. He may get the win. Trying to go for Sister Abigail. Ambrose counted. And now Ambrose may be looking to finish it here with dirty deeds. But Ambrose, what is he doing? He could have this match won, but oh, Ambrose with a stiff right hand. And Ambrose throwing the ladder outside the ring. Dean's going back into the ring. Getting yet another table. Oh! And the table pretty much silencing Bray Wyatt. We know how much the guy likes to talk. Ambrose with that right hand there. Gets back in the ring. Goes to the top rope, jumps down. And now look at Bray Wyatt. I don't think Bray Wyatt wants to make a move. And Ambrose is going to go out there and he's going to drag Wyatt in if he has to by his beard. throwing Bray Wyatt back in the ring. Elbow to the wound on Wyatt's skull. We know how violent Ambrose has been in recent weeks, but this is just taking it to a whole new level. The brutality. Oh, and Wyatt. I'm not sure what Ambrose was looking to do there, but Wyatt telegraphed it. Now Ambrose again. Irish whip to Wyatt. Eater of Worlds in the corner. Oh my goodness. Oh no, 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 no. Are we actually going to see this? Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. I think Ambrose took more of the brunt of that. But Wyatt's head. My God. You can just tell Ambrose has no sympathy for Bray Wyatt, or he has no remorse for this man. And the same could be said for Wyatt. But Wyatt, I don't think, is even conscious at this point. Ambrose whips Wyatt's, well, the remainder of what's left of Wyatt. And a DDT planting Bray Wyatt. And Ambrose now may be looking to finish this one off right here. Hooks Bray Wyatt's arms. Dirty Deeds. The Dirty Deeds connects. Referees down. 2, 3. And what a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed. It wasn't what we originally had scheduled here tonight. The Authority, to give them credit, whether you love them or hate them, did provide us with an amazing matchup here tonight between these two insane, I wouldn't even call them human beings. These two men love to put other people through pain, and they'll be happy to put each other through that exact same pain. But Bray Wyatt, obviously, after coming out of a match with John Cena earlier on tonight, he was already pretty battered up. But Dean Ambrose pretty much finished Wyatt off here tonight. I believe Wyatt's going to need a stretcher out here tonight. Good thing we got stretchers at the top of the ramp. And what a chaotic contest here tonight. The unstable Dean Ambrose picks up a win. And that has got to give him some huge momentum going into our next pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, which is WWE Battleground. And it's going to be Dolph Ziggler taking on Dean Ambrose. Winner gets an Intercontinental Championship shot at SummerSlam. So regardless of what happened to Ambrose at Money in the Bank, you got to be thinking Ambrose is feeling pretty confident he can finally beat Ziggler on pay-per-view. What an absolutely phenomenal matchup that was. Well, Dogs and Dugout, that is pretty much it. That was WWE Lunatic in your house, but there are a few bonuses added, and obviously I've got to simulate the rest of the show, and I will show you what happened leading up to my match against Bray Wyatt. Reason I picked Bray Wyatt, pretty much, he's a great opponent to have, one of the best in modern WWE. And this was the result. Bray Wyatt actually picked up a tremendous win against John Cena, which is, it's good, because I think Wyatt can take the loss here tonight at In Your House. Nikki Bella defeated Layla. A lot of non-title matches here tonight. The only title match here tonight is Seth Rollins versus, I believe, Sheamus. So we're going to simulate the rest of the matches. Kane defeats The Undertaker. Ryback versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton defeats the Ryback, as Daniel Bryan coined him. And speaking of Daniel Bryan is in a fatal four-way against the COO, Triple H, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and the man that gravity forgot, Neville. And Neville picks up a win. But ladies and gentlemen, this is quite a big-time matchup, because if Seth Rollins loses, he's pretty much, the rivalry between him and Roman Reigns is pretty much over at this point, due to the fact that Roman Reigns is going to be feuding with whoever's got the title, so let's see who picks up the victory. And Sheamus, ladies and gentlemen, Sheamus is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And now, well, that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it. And it says by here, some reason Dolph Ziggler, my rivalry, is gone, but don't you panic, our rivalry is going to continue. And obviously Ziggler is out for a few weeks anyway, so this will kind of tie in quite nicely with what I got planned. Have I got a match on Raw? No, I don't. Just proves how well loved I am around the globe. We're gonna skip. Actually, we'll see if we got a match on SmackDown, because I would hate to just go straight to Battleground. And no, Dean Ambrose, ladies and gentlemen, has not been booked. No, I don't think... No, we haven't got a match. I'm quite shocked by that, to be honest. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have a match on SmackDown, because I feel as though just going straight to a pay-per-view would... it doesn't really benefit... the progression of the story in the long run. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler is still out with that injury anyway, so it's just giving Ambrose a bit of time off. Let's see. So, if Ambrose does pick up the win against Dolph Ziggler at Battleground, he will either face Ryback or Randy Orton. Two potentially good rivalries there. I'm going to switch that around, I think. We're going to do Cena. No, that is not happening. Well, I am actually there now, so... But unfortunately, I don't think that's happening right now. Don't really want to rush and go straight for the... Go straight to the world title yet. Want to move Triple H down a bit because he is Mr. Money in the Bank. Push Roman Reigns up, and there we go. So obviously, where are we two on the Intercontinental Championship? We are probably far down, but it doesn't matter, because the Authority have obviously announced that the #1 Contenders match will take place at WWE Battleground. So, Dogs and Duggets, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like, favorite, and subscribe if you're not already. Because I've had a blast doing this universe mode, and I hope you've had a blast watching it too. And yeah, we will have a match on SmackDown, and then we are going on to WWE Battleground, Dolph Ziggler, the final chapter between us two. Yeah, and we'll see you in episode 21, and peace out.